Hello everyone, we're back from the TheFanStands with another video. Today we're again missing Dayan. Dayan is on to Lahore
Yeah,
and
then have a safe trip.
yeah,
Enjoy.
have a safe trip and see you back soon. So we're going to continue without Dayan today and we're going to cover this coming game week. So let's start with the champions elect of this season,
Oh.
Liverpool. Uh, so,
Hassan,
Mohsen.
fantastic win for Liverpool, Hassan. I'm really happy, really ecstatic. I mean, being a Liverpool fan, I was the one who always criticized Liverpool for not having depth. And I always believed that if we go without our regulars, then we might struggle against the weakest of opponents in the league, on that league table. But Klopp has proven me, or not only me, but a lot of other Liverpool fans as well.
Yeah.
Even non-Liverpool fans. I mean, we've discussed and we've seen before that they have been sloppy when Salah or Firmino haven't started for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Or even when Mane did not start. I remember way back at the start of the season against Newcastle at home. So the thing is that two amazing victories against Everton and Bournemouth. Yes, they were not in the best of forms coming into this match, especially Everton.
Yeah.
So very well played. I mean, Klopp made 3 to 5 changes against Everton, and he made I think around 7 changes for an away trip to Bournemouth.
Yeah, in the Bournemouth match, I completely agree with you. Even I was one of those doubters, and I posted a few comments on the official pages as well. That although Liverpool were definitely the favorites to win because Bournemouth's the walking wounded team right now, and Liverpool, it was the best opportunity for Liverpool to rest a few players, and that's what they did.
It was, and this is what you were talking about. I think you always said that these are the matches where and when Liverpool can rest key players, and I
Yes.
always disagreed. When I saw the starting lineup, I mean Oxlade-Chamberlain on the left with the front three, I mean the other two, Firmino and Salah. I thought, okay, maybe he's going to struggle the same way he did against Crystal Palace away. But I mean, a very good victory. Bournemouth were playing decent, I think, at the start until Nathan Ake got an injury.
Yeah.
And I think Callum Wilson also got injured later on.
Yeah, their striker got.
And that,
both of them pulled up with hamstring injuries.
both of them pulled out. Very good performance by Liverpool. Yes, they did not play that high tempo, very fast football we usually see from them.
Yeah, it was. I think they were saving legs for the upcoming matches they have.
Definitely.
Especially, they have a Champions League match coming up.
Definitely, I mean, they have a very crucial Champions League match against Salzburg on this coming midweek. In this coming midweek, I think it's on Tuesday, and this is away a must-win tie for Liverpool. I mean, if they do not win, and
Must win or draw. I think draw.
I think draw. It also depends on what Napoli does against Genk, and they're favorites to beat Genk. Their Napoli is a very different team in the Champions League. They're not doing well in the league, but they're doing fairly decent and good in the Champions League. So must-win match, and Salzburg are no pushovers.
Yeah.
Although this is the first time we're seeing them in the UEFA Champions League, but wow, what an impact they've made. So if you come and talk about Liverpool, I mean, amazing results, 6 out of 6. 2 matches, 2 wins, 3 points in each match. So, coming back to your point about fatigue, Jurgen Klopp admitted after this match, I was reading yesterday that his players are mentally tired, exhausted physically as well. And despite him making changes, some of those regulars insisted that they wanted to be part of this fixture, especially against Bournemouth. And someone like Sadio Mane, for me, he's been one of Liverpool's best players, especially in that
attacking role.
So without him, I was a bit worried, but finally a clean sheet first time in I think around 14 matches or so.
Yeah, that clean sheet. In the first half, Bournemouth had a couple of chances, especially Solanke had a good chance, which they did not. Solanke is a former Liverpool player, but he's yet to score for Bournemouth. But he had a good chance. But other than that, in the second half, it was all Liverpool. Liverpool was playing very slowly compared to how they usually play.
Definitely.
But they had all the possession, they had all the strike.
Yeah, I mean, good. It's good for building confidence. I mean, Chamberlain scored again, a wonderful ball from Henderson.
And that backheel pass.
Backheel pass was absolutely amazing. I mean, Naby Keita, someone who we signed I think almost 2 years back. The odd thing was we signed him from Red Bull Leipzig, but the condition was that he could join Liverpool in 2018, so we had to wait 1 year for him. And all those glimpses you see on YouTube, the expectations and the hype was building a lot, and there was a lot of hype that he would come and break defenses and sort all the midfield issues Liverpool have. But things haven't worked out. He's been injury prone, and this was a very good match for him. He registered a goal. He combined very well with Mohamed Salah for the second goal. Amazing backheel pass, and Salah is also coming back in form again slowly. And a wonderful through ball in the second half when for Mohamed Salah, who had a very Salah-esque finish, a very cool, calm placement in the net.
Yes, definitely. So Liverpool are being called the champions elect. But what do you think about the team who's beating down their neck? Nobody is giving them a chance except for me. And Leicester, has won 8 on the trot now.
I'm still afraid of Leicester, to be honest. The lead isn't that much. It is 8 points. Usually you might associate anyone having an 8-point lead is highly likely to win the league.
But Liverpool has got more than that.
Yeah, Liverpool can do anything. I'm afraid one thing that, after that trip to Qatar, I hope they do not lose their momentum and, continue to play with the same tempo. We have seen Klopp has made some improvements in the past 2 matches. I mean, Liverpool has looked more sharper. Usually, otherwise, weeks we were seeing that there was a lot of sloppy play and relying in the final 10, 5 or injury time minutes to get a goal and register 3 points. So we were riding our luck. But this time, I think these 2 matches, yes, we did concede 2 against Everton, but
they were good goals from Everton.
They were good goals from Everton, but we scored 5 for the first time this season. The attack hasn't looked as convincing as it was before the front three. They're playing well, no doubt, but they haven't been converting chances, scoring a lot. 3-0 win again, confidence booster for the defenders who have kept a clean sheet after a very long time.
Yeah, coming to that Everton match, Shaqiri was playing and Origi scored a brace as well. So even the substitutes are performing really well.
Definitely, I mean Shaqiri is someone who was considered to be leaving the club in January because of lack of minutes, but I think he realizes now with the season reaching at a point where Liverpool has to rotate their players. Shaqiri must have been shown the green light by Jurgen Klopp that you are a crucial part of the squad and we need you for this season at least. So he scored and he played very well. And Origi, I mean, I've been critical for him for not being someone who's worthy of starting matches, but again he's inconsistent. You know what to expect from him, but he got the job done against Everton. Very good goals and very good ball control that day.
Okay. So coming up, then they have their next match against Watford. Nigel Pearson, who used to be, who started the Leicester dream, actually, is now Watford's third manager for the season.
A lot of Leicester association everywhere. See, Watford, I don't want to write them off. Is it at Anfield?
It's Liverpool.
It's at Anfield. So, Watford, they're missing a few key players. I mean, their main striker, Troy Deeney, isn't. I think he's injured. He was due to come back, but his injury has been prolonged. So Watford hasn't been, doing very well. They have good players. I mean, Pereira is there, Delafeu is there, and I think Pereira in the midfield. So they have players, but they haven't been doing really well, haven't been churning out results, and they're likely to, I expect Liverpool to win. It should be 2-0 win, 2-0, 3-0 win.
Yeah, I also expect Liverpool to win, but coming from Champions League match and thinking about Qatar because they're flying the next night. I
think you want to go out on a high note. You can go out with a win. Qatar is a bit far away, and it's not like they'll go to Qatar and immediately play a match the next day. They'll still have a 2-3 days gap, and I don't think they'll be playing with very high intensity football in Qatar. Maybe they'll just try to take things slowly. So let's see, but I hope personally, they can churn out result against Salzburg and they can get the job done against Watford. Do not get over complacent, that is all I can wish for. But on the other hand, Watford, if it's their day, they can surprise you. But then again, Liverpool should be on paper right now, the way things are going, should be favorites. But one thing, talking about Leicester, they're not dropping points, Hassan. I mean, another win against Villa, since you're the Leicester expert?
Yeah,
Can you just
it was
tell me about
it was
Leicester?
a complete performance by Leicester. Leicester should have scored. They scored 4-1. They won 4-1, but they could have scored 6 or 7 again. They missed a few chances, and a few saves were made by Heaton, and some of them, especially one Heaton didn't know anything about. It just came. The ball just came and hit his head, and and it just got cleared. So yeah.
I think Villa were also lucky. Grealish, he scored and he should have got a red card.
Yeah, the goal that Grealish scored took a couple of deflections to actually go into the goal, and it was right at the stroke of halftime. And also later on, when actually Leicester was already 4 up, Aston Villa players were getting frustrated because none of the decisions were going in their favor. So Grealish actually caused a foul, and then it seemed like a stamp. But he got away with it, and then immediately fouled another player. So he got a yellow card for the other foul, but the referee did not look at the original foul or call back to the original foul. And if for me that should have been a red card. Similarly, there was another foul on the right winger for Leicester, and that
Perez.
was for not Perez.
Okay, sorry.
I forgot his name. But that should have been a red card as well, but it was awarded as a yellow card. So, there were a couple of good decisions that went in Aston Villa's favour when it comes to cards, and that match had the most number of yellow cards this season.
Wow.
So,
unfortunately, I saw the highlights. Jamie Vardy, amazing. He scored 11 odd goals.
No, he's got 15 now.
15. Wow.
11's the second highest.
Yeah, and 15. He's tallying almost playing in a similar way like he was playing in the title-winning season.
It's actually better than that.
It's better than that, and 3 points better off than how they were
definitely
3-4 years
and
ago.
if you looked at Jamie Vardy's finish, he barely got the ball in the match, but the second goal, it was an exquisite run and exquisite finish. But the first goal, he actually first beat the keeper, then beat 2 defenders, and then coolly finished.
I think that was poor defending as well. He missed that chance. I think he missed that
he missed a shot, and then he kept his cool.
And he's combining. I think Iheanacho was the one who gave him that pass. He's combining very well with Iheanacho. So
I think he's combining with everyone. Even Maddison's playing well. Ricardo at the right back, he's playing really well. Barnes is making.
He's learning. He's learning.
Klopp, Maddison, and Ndidi. Ndidi has been,
he's
revelation.
Amazing. He's been a very good replacement for N'Golo Kante in that midfield. And Brendan Rodgers, former Liverpool manager, loves to work with younger players, and
his diamond formation is really working.
Diamond formation is working. Maddison is players in very good form. Their defense is very good.
It's strong. They're not making any mistakes.
They don't concede more than a goal, so they're doing well. But do you think can Leicester win without Jamie Vardy?
Yes, everybody was saying that what would happen if Jamie Vardy is injured, but they've got other players who are coming up and coming, like Demore Gray is coming. Iheanacho's playing, Jose Perez who they bought from Newcastle. Although he hasn't been scoring that much, but he's still a good replacement.
Yeah, he's got a change of role. I mean, I discussed this a month or so ago in one of our videos when he scored against Southampton, a hat-trick. He used to play as a striker.
I think he got a brace. Vardy got a hat-trick.
No, both of them got a hat-trick. So he came from Spain, and in Newcastle he was playing up front on his own, and Newcastle not known to have quality midfield to supply the ball.
Although nowadays it's a different story.
Yeah, it's a different story. Newcastle is doing well. On the other hand, Steve Bruce, proved that a lot of us wrong, but he's playing on the right, and Brendan Rodgers has given him a new role, and he's fitting in very well. So I think he's high on confidence. If he, is asked to play in that 9 role, maybe he can do the job. But then again, Jamie Vardy is in exceptional form right now.
Yeah, he's in front of the goal. He's the man right now.
Yeah. So I know it's very early right now. We still have two odd weeks, but still I can't wait for the Leicester match against Liverpool.
Yeah, it's Leicester versus Liverpool at Christmas, and immediately after that it's City versus Leicester. So those are the two crucial matches
for Leicester.
Yeah.
So who is Leicester playing in the next coming fixture?
Leicester's playing Norwich at home.
Okay.
The Canaries
should be
again,
another win for Leicester now.
Yeah, both Liverpool and Leicester are playing sides in the relegation zone right now,
Okay.
so both of them are expecting to win. And the form there, especially the form that Leicester is in, it's supposed to be a breeze.
That match it's going to be firecracker. You know, Leicester vs Liverpool. I can't wait for it already.
Yeah. So I guess that's about it for the video.
That's about it for the video, guys. What do you want to hear from us? And do comment, do subscribe. Liverpool fans, do you think can we say this year is actually our year? Because I think we've done fairly well.
No, I don't think so. Leicester's going to win.
You know that Leicester match is going to be a main key fixture that is going to reveal a lot of things. Let's see. January signings. Who do you think is linked to Liverpool? Do we need signings? I mean, Klopp has made changes. The players from the subs have done well, but is there anyone linked? Because there are rumors coming in that Klopp will buy a player or two.
Yeah, I think they should buy a defender because Lovren got injured during the match.
Oh yes, Lovren.
Gomez had to come in and in the central, and Alexander Arnold came back from the bench, back to his right back position.
Yeah, so we need to increase a bit of depth, and I think we need a striker as well. Firmino plays a very good false nine role, but we need someone in the middle who can score. So
yeah, he's been off color off late.
Been off color, but it's not easy to get high replacements or bring in high quality big name players in January. So let's see what happens.
All right, I guess.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Remember to subscribe to our channel and share the video. And Nafis.